Leo. What's up, Leo? Hello, my lovely... Ooh. Hello, my fellow Leos. Welcome to the Esoteric Empire for your weekly reading. My name is Tay, and I'll be doing your reading today. So thank you so much for clicking on this video. Let's go ahead and start off and see what is the theme of this week looking like for you. What's the main energy you can expect? All right, we have Taurus energy. It is still Taurus season, so I feel like whatever mode that you've been in throughout this Taurus season, that's what you're going to be feeling, okay? So I feel like it is going to be amplified throughout this time. I also feel like it's going to be very work-oriented or money-based, okay? So we're going to start off with some speedy messages, so you can go ahead and think about some questions if you would like to. Now, these speedy messages may or may not resonate with everyone, but they will resonate with someone watching this, okay? So let's go ahead and see what the first message is. All right, so the first one is Prince of Swords in reverse and Princess of Swords upright. Okay, the only message I'm hearing is Battle of the Sexes. Okay, so I'm not sure what that means. So you could be going against the opposite sex, okay, or competing for a certain spot against someone who is the opposite sex of you. We have Princess of Swords in reverse, Five of Pentacles. I feel like whoever the female is within the situation, they are the one who needs whatever this is the most, so they have more drive, okay? They are willing to go as hard as they have to get this, you know, whatever this prize is. Five of Pentacles in reverse, Five of Cups in reverse. I just heard no foul, no gain, no foul. Something like that. Basically like all is fair in love and war type of thing. I don't know these like freaking phrases. I'm just hearing them, but I don't even know what they mean. So I see that somebody is literally like whatever it takes, basically. Like there's no emotions involved. Whatever it takes, I will have no regrets at the end of this battle, period. All right, so you could definitely be having a very battle or war-like mind. Let's go ahead and see what's happening for you throughout this week, beginning, middle, and end of this time period for Leo. Okay. Ooh, okay, so this week actually has a lot to do with your love life. And if it's not love, it's your relations and connections to the people around you. I'm also seeing someone kind of refreshing or renewing a connection that they have with someone. All right, Leo, so let's go ahead and see what's happening. We're starting off the beginning of this time period with the Ten of Swords. So I do see that you have a lot that you have to get done. I feel like you need to write down your to-do list in the beginning of the week. Write down everything you need to get done throughout this time period because I feel like you're going to be forgetting a lot of things, right? Okay, the Fool. Okay, so you could be doing something that you're new at. You're a rookie, so you're having a hard time keeping up with people who have been doing whatever you are now doing. This could be a new job for you or something. I'm also saying you could be stressed out because of an Aries. All right, an Aries sun sign. Yeah, so you're overworked. I feel like you have a lot of things you have to get done, and you're kind of struggling physically to keep up with the workload, or even if it's not work, you know, whatever it is, you are struggling to keep up because you're new at it. You're still learning, so you can't do everything as fast as everyone else. You could have a lot of things to do and not enough time, that sort of thing. I also feel like some people may be giving you a hard time in something that you're doing. Like maybe they're trying to rush you and maybe you don't work well under pressure. Okay, I'm seeing with the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like you need help. I feel like it's not money related. I feel like it's more so of like you need someone to help you out with doing certain things, taking care of certain responsibilities because you're doing everything on your own. Leo, you're showing up as Son of Air. So even though you're struggling, you're not showing it. So you're not asking for any help. You're not asking anyone to help you out, but you are definitely struggling. So that could be, you know, maybe not a good thing. Maybe your pride is getting in the way of you actually being able to get things done quickly and efficiently. Okay, so if there are any people around you, I'm seeing that they have power. Okay, so you could just be around people that are your boss. So you don't want to look like you can't handle something. So maybe you can't ask them for help. But I am seeing this as someone who you don't want them to see you sweat, okay? So that's definitely what's happening in the beginning of this week for you. Let's go ahead and move on to the middle of the week, or this time period, rather. So we have Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like you get a pay cut or you get your check or something and it's not as much as you expected. Or maybe it's not enough for your liking or something to that effect. You could also be taking a day off of work during this time. Okay, so one of the only messages I'm getting, I'm actually going to get another card. I'm seeing that there's someone here who is choosing to take a day off because they're cramps or their period. Okay. Ace of Swords. Yeah, so you call in and you're like, look, I can't come into work. I don't know. It's like you just need a break, so you call in. I don't know if you're lying. You could be lying, but I feel like you call in so that you don't have to go to work. You could also be saying that someone in your family is sick, or someone in your family is went into labor. I feel like you're using a health cause for about someone else so that you don't go into work. This also could be like real, but for some of you, I do believe you're not being honest. Okay. All right. The Empress. Yeah, I feel like if you're the woman, obviously this is you. But if you're not, then you're saying your wife or your girlfriend or your sister, somebody is going through feminine issues, or they're having a baby or something like that, so you can't come into work. So I'm seeing, remember with the beginning messages, I was saying battle of the sexes. So I feel like you're using your advantage or your privilege as a woman to get out of a situation, or you're using someone else's feminine privilege to get out of a situation because you don't want to do it. So you know how like when people, they don't want to do something and they're married, someone invites them or something, they'll be like, oh, you know, my wife said we can't go, or we got some other things to do, and that wasn't the truth at all. I feel like that's kind of the situation happening here. Okay, interesting. So let me see how you're looking. Okay, so we have abundance. Okay, so I feel like you're fine. You feel like you don't need the money or whatever this is. So you're kind of like, look, I'm just gonna take a day off and we can just go have fun or something like that. I feel like your boss is kind of taken aback by, you know, this short notice, but I feel like they're fine. Like, they're not gonna care. I feel like they know how to still run the business without you being there. You know, they know how to fix the situation. They're still a boss. And with the devil showing up here, I also feel like they're looking at it like, well, less money for you. Oh, well. So I don't think it's going to be a problem, but for some reason, that's a really big situation in the middle of this time. I don't know if you never take off of work, or whatever you're taking off of work for is a big deal, but it looks, that's a very big part of your work week this week. All right, so at the end of this period, we do have the Prince of Pentacles in reverse. I'm actually going to see who this person is, because I do not think that it is you. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. All right. I feel like they're talking to you, or they're upset about resources, maybe money or something like that. Let's go ahead and see why they're showing up, which is strange. Yeah, Ten of Swords. So they're stressed. So they could be telling you about their money problems or the bills or something like that. Knight of Wands, Page of Cups. Yeah, so I feel like they're not necessarily talking bad to you. They're just like venting to you. They're telling you like how they feel, or like what's been going on as of late. You know, very recent news for them. Okay, so I feel like this is common for you guys. Like, usually this person picks you up, not like physically, but they pick you up as far as like giving you pep talks. But I feel like at the end of this time period, you're gonna have to give them a pep talk, because they feel like they're not making enough money, or, you know, work life is not cool for them. They don't like it. It just looks like, you know, just normal talk here. So this is probably a really boring week for you, Leo. Not that boring is bad, but I don't see anything really major happening here. Everything looks very like if I was watching a sitcom type of thing. Like, it's just one day, the next day after that. There's nothing that's like, whoa, oh my gosh, like at this, like, no, it's not like that. But I feel like that's how Taurus season has been for you. It's been very systematic, very maybe not organized, but it's been very planned out. Like, kind of like, you know what's gonna happen, you know what to expect. So yeah, that's all I'm seeing here. I don't see anything very major. All right, let me see how you're looking and how this other person is looking. Okay, so Leo, you're showing up as oppression. Okay, so I do feel like maybe you don't want to be having this talk with this person, or maybe they're asking you for help as far as money wise, and you really don't want to help them out. Okay, or you can't help them out, so maybe you feel bad because you can't help them out. Okay, so this other person, they have a lot of cards that they're showing up as, and they're all major arcana. So I feel like this week has not been that eventful, but this talk that you have with this person is going to either become important to you, or this situation is important. Like, it will become a big thing in your life. So we have the Star here. So I'm seeing that they're kind of distant as far as their emotional self. Like, you can't really tell how they feel. They could literally be far away from you. So maybe they're calling you, or you guys are texting or something. And then we have the Chariot. So I do see that this is someone who, like, I feel like they call you out of nowhere, or you get a notification from them, or they ask you to come over out of nowhere. And then we have the Fool. So it could be involving a baby that they're talking about, or they could just be saying what they want to do that's new, or they bring up a conversation that you guys have never had before. So it looks very, like, it's not an interesting week, but I feel like this last segment of this part of the period, it kind of will lead into something much bigger, and something that's going to be on your path or in your life for time to come. So I feel like that sounds like some, I don't know, like a weird message, but once you get to this point, you're going to see how it affects or how it connects to everything long term. Okay, so very interesting. I feel like there's puzzle pieces that have to be put together. So let's go ahead and get you your oracle messages. All right, so you have 6 of Wands. Okay, so everything is literally going to be going in your favor. You're going to have a lot of people watching you, though, so make sure you're putting yourself in the best light possible. Try not to embarrass yourself, because people are watching, okay? Also, I do feel like you're going to be getting some sort of support, or maybe more money or something like that. Maybe that's why you end up taking the week off or the day off or whatever, because of good work or good habits or something. It looks like something's working out really well in the financial situation. All right, and your Spirit Oracle is, all right, Foundation and Achievements. Okay, so I feel like your focus should be on what you have accomplished already, so try not to fret on anything that you feel like you haven't done yet. I also feel like if someone is talking to you about that, what they haven't completed, tell them that as well. Like, focus on what you have done and what you're building for the future. Everything cannot happen quickly, okay? This is a very slow week for a reason. I also feel like something with your house or your home is to be tended to throughout this week, okay? All right, so that is your message for this week. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. If you want to see more weekly readings like this, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And also, if you're interested in spirituality, metaphysics, and astrology information, make sure you subscribe, because that's all we do here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye, Leo.